Hey guys, red and black greetings. This is Flamengo. Good morning. Today is Children's Day, a special day. And you can still get the best gift for your child. Man, Gold Case has the best options for you to give a gift to your child, to your family. Look, we have some things here to show you. In fact, you can choose some really cool products with a great promotion. When you buy one phone case, you get two, and each case costs less than 25 Rs with the Paparazzo coupon. Check this out. Urban bottle for less than 100 Rs, the cheapest bottle from your team. And let me tell you, official licensed product, the fresh bottle, for less than 170 Rs. Silicone base, it comes with a silicone base, and look, the 950 milliliter bottle is cheaper than the 650 milliliter one with a silicone base. As a free gift, only this month. So, take advantage of the Vibe Cup for less than 120 reais, the beer cup of your favorite team for less than 120 reais. Use the coupon Paparazzo, man. You can also customize it. There are a lot of cool options you can find on the customization website, like cases, adding your child's name. There are so many things you can do. Payment is made easier for purchases over 190 reais, 3 installments with no interest, okay? It's really cool that we can always bring these options to you. Gold Case is always concerned about giving a lot of discounts and also bringing the best and most varied products from your favorite team. And here we are on this big Sunday, man. Look at that, huh? With a huge promotion, 80% off on the Pix do Milhão ebook. You can secure 100,000 reais as a prize on Monday, 100,000 reais as a prize on Wednesday, and 1 million reais on Friday. Besides that, there are surprises for you on Tuesday and Thursday, so take advantage right now and get your Pix do Milhão. I'll leave the QR code here on the screen for a good while during our video. Here, you'll have the opportunity to point your phone here and get the prize-winning Pix do Milhão ebook. I also want to remind you, man, that we have our sponsor here, right? Haroldo's Caravan. You can secure your spot at the Copa Libertadores da América at Maracanã with the ticket included. It's an amazing section. So get in touch with them and they'll prepare the best quality reception for you at Maracanã. And there are also packages for Buenos Aires for the Libertadores final. You can secure all of this right now by getting in touch with Haroldo's Caravan. Yesterday, Palmeiras won, right? They thrashed Juventude. The game started off intense. They had a penalty that got canceled, right?
At first, the referee was eager to give the penalty to Palmeiras, but the video assistant referee ended up recommending otherwise, right?
The penalty was canceled. After all, the player just touched the ball with the tip of his boot and didn't hit the Palmeiras player. But Palmeiras, right? We have to admit it. They played a great match, won the game, and scored a lot of goals. But the coach took a jab at the Palmeiras fans, right? We had Abel Ferreira, and he took a really good jab at the Palmeiras fans. He said, I don't need the Palmeiras fans in Mancha Verde in the good times, like now. I need them in the tough moments, like against Corinthians. So it was basically a jab from Z, almost calling the Palmeiras fans bandwagoners, right? Impressive, right? Abel Ferreira called Palmeiras fans bandwagoners, saying he doesn't need them now that the team is successful. He needed them when the team was doing badly. What a blow from Abel Ferreira to the Palmeiras fans, to his own supporters. Look at that. Hilbert Estevan, the video referee who officiated the São Paulo and Palmeiras match, will be promoted to the Federação Internacional de Futebol Association roster. Guys, this is a mockery. This is absurd. It's worth noting that Hilbert was removed from the Brazilian Football Confederation referee roster, just like Ramona Bate and Abel. And now, right, we know that most likely this nomination came from the Brazilian Football Confederation itself. And he's there being rewarded for everything that happened, removed. Let's put it in quotes, during the Federação Internacional de Futebol Association date, and now the same Federação Internacional de Futebol Association will be there rewarding him.
According to the page Saudo Apito, Hilbert Estevan, who was in charge of the controversial video assistant referee in the match between São Paulo and Palmeiras, is being promoted to the Fédération Internationale de Football Association panel.
Unbelievable, right, guys? Things that we only really see happening when some situation related to Brazilian soccer, right? I can't believe it, man. I can't believe it.
It must have been suggested. We can't say for sure, but it's very likely that it was suggested and Fédération Internationale de Football Association is going along with it.
But that could have been before he was punished, right? Either way, it's crazy. Look, we have some important information here. Regarding Flamengo's signings, Flamengo's management has made signing a center back a priority for 2026.
Okay? News from the transfer market, according to journalist Raiza Simplicio from Goal Portal and our partner at Placar Magazine.
Flamengo's management considers signing a center back as one of the main priorities for the start of next season. The club even made inquiries about some defenders during the transfer window, but other positions were considered more urgent at that time.
After all, guys, Flamengo
has Pablo, who Flamengo will release at the end of the year.
There's Clayton, who should leave, who even played recently.
And Flamengo then will have to sign a goalkeeper too, and a center back, right? Now the preference is for a left-footed center back who can offer more balance to the defensive sector. Okay? So Flamengo fans really agree that Flamengo needs this
signing, right? They even joked, "Welcome Van Dijk." And people are also saying, center back and striker, for God's sake.
We need a good center back, but the modern number 9 is also necessary. Pedro is a genius, but without him on the ball, the team lost its high pressing power.
Many people are saying that and also asking for Tati Castellanos, right?
The fans want Flamengo to strengthen even more. We also have some important information here, right?
About ticket sales for Flamengo and Botafogo, or Botafogo and Flamengo at Engenhão. Flamengo has released information about ticket sales for the match against Botafogo, which will take place on October 15th at Engenhão for the Brazilian Championship.
Ticket sales for club members start this Monday at 10 in the morning, while the general public will be able to buy tickets starting Tuesday at the same time.
Tickets cost 120, and the section reserved for the Red Black Nation will be the South, with access through Arquia Street.
Cordeiro. Sales for Flamengo fans will be made exclusively through the website ingressos.flamengo.com.br. And man, we're seeing it, right?
Palmeiras fans are acting like they've already won and everything. We know that football isn't like that, right?
Football isn't like that, but let's see, right? Let's see. I like it this way, people. Showing off, right?
Let's go, because we know how things are. That's just how things are.
Football, when you celebrate too early, we know how it is.
Look, Racing might have another important absence for the matches against Flamengo in the Copa Libertadores semifinals. This Saturday, during the win over Banfield, left back Gabriel Rojas left the field in tears in the first half, with severe pain in his knee. It's worth remembering that the Argentine team will already be without defender Franco Pardo and forward Elias Torres, both injured,
for the decisive matches that will determine a spot in the grand final of the continental competition.
Look, we also had Bruno Zuccolini, right? Midfielder from Racing, talking about the expectations and feelings regarding the Libertadores semi-final against Flamengo, open quotes, "Let's not be hypocrites," because of course we're thinking about the semi-final. The most important tournament in the club's history. It's a Copa Libertadores semi-final. Before, well, we used to watch it on television, and now we're here representing a country and also a great institution like Racing. We're going to give our best. We're going to give everything to bring the trophy to Avellaneda. Don't doubt that. The fans know it. We're trying to show it to them. We have a lot of drive. We've had ups and downs in the games.
But the desire for this achievement and the heart of this group will certainly be the effort needed for Racing to become champions, highlighted the Argentine athlete. The guys will be really motivated going after a final that Racing hasn't reached in a long time. So it won't be easy at all. These two matches, the semi-final decision against Racing. Look, Flamengo held another training session focusing on Botafogo for the Brazilian Championship. Flamengo needs to recover. Flamengo can't afford to drop any more points. Palmeiras opened up a 3-point lead and has one more win. Actually, two more wins at this moment. But even if Flamengo beats Palmeiras in the match at Maracanã, Flamengo will still have one less win. In other words, the tiebreaker criterion is the number of wins. So Flamengo no longer depends only on themselves, because if Palmeiras wins all their matches and Flamengo wins all their matches, Palmeiras would still be the champion. So Flamengo needs to beat Palmeiras at Maracanã and hope for Palmeiras to slip up. Yeah, but let's go. Let's keep believing, because this is Flamengo. Look, Rossi received the award for Best Goalkeeper of September in the Brazilian Championship. Congrats to Rossi, who received the award in person at the Nino do Urubu Training Center. Throughout the month, Rossi played 4 matches, made 13 saves, and kept a clean sheet in 1 game. Congratulations to Rossi, goalkeeper, the best goalkeeper in the Brasileirão for the month of September, right? The best goalkeeper currently playing in Brazilian and South American football. Rossi is doing really well. Now, Flamengo needs to get back on the winning track, because this is a moment we didn't want. We're going through this change in leadership, right? Flamengo was doing well and now ended up giving space to Palmeiras, who took the lead. We got some information here, man, that they're publishing about a possibility of Felipe Luis to line up Flamengo's team with Samuel Lino, Bruno Henrique, and Plata, right? And there are also some other possibilities that Felipe Luis is considering, and the possibility of Pedro not being a starter. And Flamengo fans send us messages here, man, Felipe can't do that. Actually, the person who shared this information was Renato Mauricio Prado. Felipe Luis trains Flamengo's attack with Carrascal, Bruno Henrique, and Samuel Lino. Or in this case, someone else also leaked it. Samuel Lino, Bruno Henrique, and Plata. But an attacking trio without Pedro. Despite some reports saying that he might come with Jorginho, right? Pulgar, Jorginho, Saul, Arrascaeta, remove a winger and add 2 forwards. Renato Mauricio Prado's information is that he trained with Carrascal, Bruno Henrique, and Samuel Lino, right? And then Pedro would be out of Flamengo's team for the match against Botafogo at Engenhão. Okay, so Renato Mauricio Prado commented, how much longer will the coach stick with a striker who can't score and misses every chance? It's unbelievable and nearly unacceptable. And then fans say Luis Araujo and Pedro score the most goals, and the numbers back it up. What's happening? Felipe is making things up, so the fans are there, worried about this issue. About Felipe Luis insisting on Bruno Henrique and not using either Pedro or Luis Araujo. Honestly, for me, Luis Araujo is an outstanding player. He has impressive stats and he contributes a lot to goals. Just like Pedro, right, man? He also needs more playing time. Honestly, I really like Luis Araujo and Pedro. And if Flamengo really uses Pulgar, Jorginho, and Saul together, it would be interesting for Flamengo to play with Pedro as well. Now, I don't know if Pulgar is fit for this game, especially since it's on artificial turf. They're thinking Flamengo should play with Jorginho and Saul, Arrascaeta. Is going with 3 forwards, so it would be Samulino, Carrascal on the right side, and Bruno Henrique in the middle. Right, as center forward, correct? Honestly, I'm with Renato Mauricio Prado on this one too. I'd rather see Pedro and Luis Araujo on the field. Okay, Luis Araujo on the wing, Pedro leading the attack. Let's see what happens, right?
In fact, we have here that Pedro scored 7 goals in the last 11 games for Flamengo, a number higher than the total goals scored by all the other forwards on the team during that period. Okay, besides that, our forward Pedro played fewer minutes than some teammates and has more goals than they do. Okay, so look at this. Pedro has 486 minutes, 7 goals, 1 every 69 minutes. Luis Araújo has 376 minutes, 2 goals, 1 every 188 minutes. Bruno Henrique has 370 minutes, 1 goal, 1 every 370 minutes, and Samuel Linu has 803 minutes, 2 goals, 1 every 402 minutes. Gonçalo Plata, 623 minutes, 1 goal every 623 minutes. So these last matches, this snapshot shows that Pedro can't, Felipe be left out. Luis Araújo can't, Felipe be left out. The tip has been given. Fans, you're noticing what's happening, that we have the players with the best stats being left out. I really hope that Felipe starts using Pedro and Luis Araújo more. Guys, that's it. Again, I invite you to secure your million picks using the QR code on the screen and stay with us for the whole video. I'll also leave the QR code here so you can get your products. Children's Day is coming up, right? Getting a product from Golcas Presentaço is amazing. We're in this together. Subscribe, turn on notifications, like the video. Red and black greetings. This is Flamengo. Thanks.